Hello, I'm Matt, and I would like to welcome you to the channel. If this is your first visit to our channel, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you will know when we upload a new video. In this video, I'm going to show how I made cereal-coated French toast with peanut butter and jelly and 2 sunny-side eggs stacked right on top. This is one of my cheat day meals that I describe in my book, Deciding for Life: How I Lost 70 Pounds Without Working Out and While Still Eating Foods That I Love. When I originally made this for the description in my book, I used Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal and one of the major brands of cinnamon bread. But for this redo, I decided to go all Walmart and use their generic cereal and bread. And it does show, because the bread certainly doesn't stand up to the dredge like the national brand did. So here we go. I start by chopping up the cereal with the food processor. I initially went with a cup, but my memory wasn't so great, and I ended up making a little bit more here in a little bit to make it work out. Now for a quick required disclaimer. I am not a medical professional and I give no medical advice. If you see something that you like in my book or in one of my YouTube videos, ensure you check with your doctor to make sure that it's healthy for you, because something that is healthy for me may not be healthy for you and your medical conditions. This week I go with a half a cup of whole milk. And a pair of eggs. A teaspoon of cinnamon, 2 tablespoons of sugar. I like it sweet. And then it gets a thorough mix with an immersion blender. I mix it in till there's no longer any cinnamon floating on top and it's incorporated throughout the dredge. Otherwise, most of the cinnamon ends up on the first piece of French toast, and the rest of it feels kind of lonely because it doesn't get as much cinnamon. I put the cereal breading on a plate. And then I place the first piece of cinnamon bread in the dredge. Now normally I dredge it for at least a minute on either side, and I did this time and found out that was way too much for this cheap bread because it really wanted to fall apart. But I kept it together, and it still tasted awesome when I got done. Thoroughly coating both sides, and then into the pan on top of some butter. And I try to keep the heat to where I can cook each side at about a minute, because that makes it easy to watch the second hand on my watch and know when to flip them over. Adding about another cup and a half of the cinnamon toast cereal for the breading. Nice and toasty, and now into the oven to keep it warm. I have the oven set at 170 degrees Fahrenheit. Adding the next piece of cinnamon bread to the dredge. This one really wanted to fall apart. More butter. I like more better. I normally dredge each piece of bread as long as it takes me to cook the one that I put in the pan prior. However, this bread is just too soft and wants to fall apart, so I'm dredging it just long enough to make it work. But you can still make even this cheap bread work, and it still tastes really good when you get done. You may be wondering why a guy would go through all of this trouble of making videos to show on YouTube of his cheat day meals. My goal with my book, Deciding for Life, How I Lost 70 Pounds Without Working Out and While Still Eating Foods That I Love, is to inspire others to find a healthy way for them to get down to a healthy weight. Once you've lost 70 pounds and see how different you feel, it really inspires you to try to help others do the same. Because it is so amazing the things that you can do better, and in some instances, just do it all when you're 70 pounds lighter. Every once in a while, I move that 70-pound bag of lead that I used in a previous video to show what it feels like to lose 70 pounds, and it just amazes me how heavy it is. Time to add the peanut butter and jelly. This is something I got from my dad. When I grew up, he used to put peanut butter and jelly on his pancakes. Or should I say, between his pancakes. Of course, he used to make pancakes that were the size of a plate. And he'd have two of them, with peanut butter and jelly mixed in between, with 2 eggs sunny side up, right on top. Now you kind of know where I get this concept from. Oh, and by the way, my dad's still around. He's 87, about to be 88 years old. So the pancakes didn't kill him. Unlike my dad, he likes grape jelly, and I really like cherry jelly. Because in my opinion, it's just awesome. Back in the oven so that it stays nice and warm. Last piece. I can't waste the dredge. Time to make my eggs. I like to use these egg rounds to keep them nice and, well, round. You do have to make sure that you spray them, because otherwise the egg will stick, and then it's kind of a mess. And then I add a lid, and then a tablespoon of water, because that helps the top cook. And then right into the dishwasher, because that helps me speed up the cleanup. Pepper and salt to taste. And then they go right on top of my French toast with peanut butter in between and jelly. Time to go wake up my sweetheart. My plate's the one on the right, and it tasted awesome, and is an example of what I can eat on a cheat day and still maintain my weight after losing 70 pounds without working out and while still eating foods that I love. If you've enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you will know when I upload a new video. If you think my videos can be helpful to a friend or family member, please share. If you have a suggestion or a question that can help make this channel better, please leave it in the comments section and I will reply as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and may you have an awesome and healthier and lighter day.